So we're going to talk about sleep. I'm going to light my candle because I always do. Let's see.
I
Something to
love lighting a candle. It's nice. It's also kind of nice to get me in that nighttime mood, right?
Well, that's just it. I was just going to say, I never think to light a candle when I'm going to bed. I light a candle when I work. I said to someone the other day, when I smell sulfur, it's like, oh, it's time to do something. I've got a trigger now of the matches.
I
So we're
like
going
it.
to,
Well, yeah, it's ignition.
yes, exactly. So if we're talking about sleep, you asked me before how my sleep has been. Um, because I've had very unusual sleep patterns for a very long time, when it's different, I don't get upset about it. I'm just kind of like, huh, this is interesting. So lately, I have gone from passing out the second I lie down to like last night, I think I must have lay there for about 2 hours. Just and I would like to say it was because of the full moon, probably somewhat, but also I think there's something else going on behind. Did you sleep well last night? Full moon?
Well, I'm having a very interesting experience with sleep too. It doesn't really feel like sleep in the same way that it used to.
Yeah.
I'm closing my eyes and I know that maybe my consciousness is in some way departing my body or going to another plane of awareness, but it doesn't feel as clear cut as it once did. And I similarly will sometimes find that I lie down and I just conk out. And
Yep.
other times I'm just awake for hours and
Mm-hmm.
hours and hours. And
Yep.
it's been disrupted for a while. And for the past, I'd say 2 weeks, it's been especially disrupted. Like I feel like I'm wired and excited, and
Yep.
also at the same time,
Exhausted.
sometimes I'm exhausted.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
all happening together. So my
Yep.
experience of sleep is both this like deep processing of insight and
Mm-hmm.
awareness, and also my body's need to slow down and rest. But it doesn't make for the sort of like unified sleep experience that I was
No.
having before.
No, no, it's not. This is for years for me. I'll wake up and I'll say to my husband, well, I worked all night again. And then, maybe around 6 or 7 in the morning, because I don't get up as early as you do. Around 6 or 7 in the morning, when I start hearing all the traffic in front of the house, I'll actually fall asleep for a couple of hours where I am doing the sleeping that I probably, most people would have done in the dark after I've done all of this energetic work through the night. And so I'm used to that now.
Hmm.
But on the other hand, like if I ever got like one of those sleep app things, I am sure it would like I'd fail. Because I know I'm awake, I'm asleep, I'm awake. I'm like if I'm doing some lucid dreaming. Oh, and I just learned about a new kind of dreaming, transcendent dreaming, which we'll have to talk about.
Tell me about transcendent dreaming.
Well, I'm just learning about it. I found an author who was speaking about how what she basically started realizing was that she was not only being immersed into other people's realities while she was dreaming, she was actually becoming like things and spaces in the dreams and able to manipulate stuff much more than lucid dreaming. So this is
Well,
still new.
yeah, I mean, A, that makes total sense. I feel like I've been doing that.
Yeah.
And B, no wonder my experience of sleep isn't really the same anymore
Yeah.
because maybe I'm not even feeling like me when I'm asleep.
This is just it. Like when I wake up in the morning, sometimes I actually have a mental, like a conscious thought. Oh, I have to reconfigure myself now because I have to open my eyes and be human this morning. And it's like, and it's just at that edge. So like, I'm not awake telling myself this. This is just
Hmm.
before my waking awareness. It's like, oh, quick. I picture like, oh, time to reconfigure and put me back together. And then I can open my eyes like, oh, there's the day. So yeah, sleep has been, I wouldn't say restful is the word, no matter how long
Me
I'm in
neither.
bed. Yeah, no.
Well, and reconfiguring is a good word. And we know that's something that our bodies and brains do when we are sleeping, that
Hmm.
reconfiguring.
Yep.
And maybe it's just taking on new meaning since we're now also doing that very conscious reconfiguring
Yep.
in our waking lives.
Yes. Yes. It's just, it's I would say there are times in the day and at night when I'm like, wait, am I awake? Am I asleep? Because when I'm doing sort of deeper work, more trance work, I am in the midst of both of these realities. So there's really, I would say there's almost like no boundaries. Like, obviously, I'm awake enough when I drive the car or something. But other than that, like when I'm writing, like the other day I was in a tea room, not downloaded, I uploaded an entire podcast in like 20 minutes. I literally, my pen couldn't move fast enough. I was like Mozart. I was like, and okay, but now I'm getting the rest of me used to it. Like my nervous system and my brain and my body, like, okay, if we're going to function like this,
Hmm. I agree. It's a big recalibration.
yes, yes. No,
Well, I'm gonna.
recalibration's kind of like going back to something, though.
Oh, really? I feel like it could.
Recalibrate?
Well, I guess you're recalibrating yourself. So you're engaging in an action of calibrating again, whatever it is you're calibrating to.
That I get. Yes, not back to some other period.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly. Not
yeah.
retro calibrating.
That's it. Okay. Yes. Yes. Yeah,
Well,
that's
I
what it
like that
feels like.
perspective.
Hmm.
That's going to help me embrace my sleep experiences, whatever they are. And I know that if I do that, I'll also feel more restful.
Well, you asked me before, what do I do when I'm lying there awake? And it's funny because if it's dark enough, I will open my eyes and look into the room, and I can't see anything, but I know. And sometimes I'm like, wait a minute, are my eyes open or are my eyes closed? Because I've lost, in the dark, I've lost the feeling of, am I looking at something, or am I looking at like a non-physical something? So what I do if I'm lying there for a long period of time, I will just try and do a real stream of consciousness, what's flowing through, and just, that's interesting. And then sometimes it gets really fun, and then I'll go into an image or something, and as soon as I start going into the image or walking around in a space or whatever, I'm out. So it's
Oh, I
all,
like it.
yeah. I don't get upset about it. I think when you get upset about being awake, then you get the tension and I'm
Hmm.
like, okay, I'm awake for whatever reason. Okay.
Yeah, I don't get upset about it either anymore.
Yeah. No.
My main strategy or tactic, or what I find myself doing at this moment, doesn't need to be a strategy or a tactic, just what feels resonant is I just lie in Shavasana.
Yeah.
I take all the pillows away and I lie with my body flat, just with my arms out and
Yeah.
my legs out and my ankles casually rolled to the sides
Yeah.
in corpse pose or peace pose, as it can
Yeah.
also be translated.
Yeah.
And I just lie there.
Yeah.
And that's it. I just lie in stillness
Yeah.
and I embrace stillness, whatever's happening in my mind, whatever's happening in my body. And it just gives me a feeling of
Mm-hmm.
rest and receipt.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we are resting during the day, and I know that the scientists say that the brain and everything does all of the cleaning and the repair and everything while we're asleep. I don't think that's 100% true, because I know when I do trance work, or when I work deeply with a client, I come out of that like so energized. I might as well have just slept 5 or 6 hours. So this is something I'm playing with too. Is my brain, why would it wait till I'm asleep to clean? Why can't it be doing its work all day long? So
Yeah, I mean, I think in many ways it's how we've trained it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I know there's a physical component to it. I understand the glymph and the way you move the debris out of the brain, but also that can happen during the day. When you are in trance, it's so similar to when you're asleep that you're going to have that same sort of activity going on in the brain.
Hmm.
And really, as long as the brain's happy, the rest of the body will work pretty well.
I
I mean, really. So, yeah, so on that note,
like
there's
it.
a little foray into the strangeness of sleep or not sleep in these days for us.
Yeah, whatever happens when we close our eyes,
Yeah, or not.
or not.
That's it. Okay.
Well, always a pleasure, and I'll see you next time.
Absolutely.